Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you're from, you're welcome to join me on this channel. So first of all, I am so happy guys because the sun is out today. It's a beautiful morning. I just had my cup of coffee and I think it's gonna be a good day. For a couple of days, it's been kind of depressing here in the UK because it's always been raining. It's not really warm though, it's still winter. Coming from the Philippines, I've always hated the sun. Philippines is kind of a tropical country where the sun is always out and it's really humid, it's hot, you're always sweating. But I never thought that I would miss the sun, to be honest. I can go out, I can shoot some content, I can film some stuff. I hope you guys come with, and alright, I guess that's it. We are here. So this is one of my favorite spots when I do my talking headshots. You'll know why in a bit. Let's go. I'm just gonna grab my things in the boot.
Starts recording.
This is kind of my favorite vlogging spot right now because as you can see, there are little to no people, which brings me to problem number one. Okay, okay, let's just find somewhere to sit. So when I woke up this morning, the sun was out, and now, as you can see, it's all gloomy and depressing again. Well, that's the UK for you. So a couple of months ago, I've started this YouTube channel. I've always wanted to become a content creator. I have uploaded a couple of videos and came to a halt. Why? That is the question that I'm still trying to figure out. Back then, I only had limited gears, but still, I was able to upload and create content. And I know it needs improving. We all do. Whenever we start something, we always suck it in the beginning. And as time goes by, eventually we learn how to be good. One of the things that can help that is by learn by doing. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and bring a camera whenever I have the chance. And right now I am vlogging in public, talking to the camera in public. Fortunately for me, I chose this place because there's little to no people here. That solves a problem that most content creators or vloggers, those people who are just starting out like me, the fear of talking in public. So there's no people around you. What's your excuse? Second, how do you actually vlog? There's no definitive rule of what's the correct way and wrong form of vlogging. For me, it's expressing how you feel in a form of videos, even photos. And whilst you're at it, it's the way you talk to a camera, like you're talking to a friend. But generally, you're talking to everyone who's going to watch it and to find people with the same interests as you. If you don't know where to begin or how to start, my advice would be just picking up the camera and start recording everywhere you go. For example, if you're doing a routine like waking up, washing your car, or maybe having your toothbrush, just press record and see what comes out of it. Vlogging is hard when you think of how to make the best content. If you're trying to make content, that is hard, but what most people don't talk about is you don't make content by itself. Just press record and then you shape the story out of whatever happened on that day. Number two, what gears should you have? When I started this journey of vlogging on my YouTube channel, I uploaded my first video using a Canon 600D, which is kind of like a 13-year-old camera. It's not par with today's technology, but I was still able to create a content out of it. And you don't always need the expensive camera, you don't always need the expensive gears. Sometimes all you need is natural light, a camera which you already have, and that is your phone. A lot of people are creating content with just their phones and it turned out great. Because whatever gears you have, no matter how expensive, how cheap it is, it's not going to help your story. If gear is your problem, there already is a solution, and that's your phone. Use it, practice with it until you get comfortable with it, and only buy gear when you can justify why you're buying it in the first place. So I bought this new camera because I wanted to train myself, or I want to be able to color grade my footage, because I'm always going for that cinematic look. But that's just me. Maybe you have a different purpose. And until you can justify the reason for upgrading it to a new gear, then you're just making an excuse not to make that content you've always wanted to create. Part 3. Another problem I had when I first started was, or still am having this problem, is I always want to make my content or what I create to be perfect. But the thing is, there's a saying, that nothing is perfect because nothing really is. You'll always have setbacks. You'll always have problems, struggles. I don't know. It's just there to exist. Okay, put it this way. If you strive to be perfect, it's kind of a double edged sword. It's good and bad. Good because you're aiming for something high, you're aiming for something great. Eventually, it's gonna turn bad when what you're trying to envision, the perfect video, the perfect content, it gets bad when it gets the way of something being done. Getting it done is better than getting it perfect. How do you define perfect? It's a bit subjective because, for example, if I create a content and I say that it's perfect for me. But to other people, it might be far from perfect, might be the worst they have ever seen. Instead of getting it perfect, try to start with getting it done. All these things, all these standards we create in our head, it literally is just all in our head. And we are our own worst critic. For that reason, I haven't been able to upload for the past 3, 4 months, I guess. And I hope that this video that I'm making right now will be the next content that I upload on my channel. Being a perfectionist, I somehow relate it to, like, making excuses. When I started this, I told myself I didn't have that. I didn't have this. I need a good camera. I need a good lighting. No one's helping me. All that is are just excuses preventing me to actually create my own thing. Got the gears, I got the lights, I got everything that I wanted and I needed at the time, but I still didn't create. I was literally overthinking that what if I'm not good enough? What if the things that I create are not good enough? You'll never really know unless you put yourself out there and, you keep trying and you learn from your mistakes. So there are a couple of there's a family here who okay, as I was saying, there was a cute I think it was a chihuahua or something. So there's a family walking here, and they're with their dogs. Obviously, I don't know if you can hear the barking, but the cute little dog comes under the table, and she was looking for food apparently. And I'm so sorry, I haven't got anything with me, and which reminds me, I'm kind of starving, and it's actually starting to freeze out here. Okay, so just a quick reminder, if you're doing this kind of vlogs outside and you have all your expensive gears with you, not even expensive, just your gears with you, be sure to double check or triple check before you leave the place, because the other day I just lost my quick release plate and it's really pissing me off because I've only used that for like maybe a couple of times, maybe 4 or 5 times, and then I lost it. So yeah, uh be sure to always check your gears before you leave and always have a checklist. It's it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later because it's really it looks like it's going to rain. Bye.